Bounce back loans, the furlough scheme, and the stamp duty holiday. Are these things allowing people to have more spare cash and more money in their pocket? Is the UK property market going to crash? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you my predictions. Stay tuned. Now, I'm always reluctant to tell you guys my predictions when it comes to, is the market going to crash? Is the market going to drop? What exactly is going to happen? But you know what? In this video, I just thought, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on what I think. Now, if we was just to take a little step back and we look at exactly what's happened in the market right now. So everything was pretty normal. You know, it was a gradual incline in the house prices. And then something came along called the coronavirus. People's money has been affected by the coronavirus. Now, how has it affected the property market? So I'm obviously hunting and always have my eyes on the market. For the last 4 years, I've literally been on Rightmove, Zoopla, direct to landlord deals, trying to cut deals with different estate agents and direct to landlord deals. So I've literally been analysing the market over the last 4 years. Now, how I personally saw it is it was a gradual increase in the house values. And when Corona came, it just went boop, 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 and I believe it's just jumped right up. It's not shot up where the house prices have doubled, but I do believe there's been an extra 10-15% added on to the house values if you do it overall average. I think the key thing is people have more money right now because people have not been going on as many holidays, people have not been spending by going out, people have literally been indoors saving up their money, and I think people have been doing a lot more home renovations. Home renovations have actually gone up quite a lot since the whole lockdown and coronavirus pandemic. So people are indoors more, they're working on their houses, but they're not really spending like they used to pre-corona. So I think it's allowed people to have a lot more spare cash. Now with that money, I think people have decided, right, we need to invest. We can't trust the banks right now. We need some solid assets that are going to pay us every single month. So I believe that's why the buy-to-let market has picked up so much. Now guys, this is just my opinion. Do not hate me. Do not say, oh, this guy don't know what the F he's talking about. Guys, you know what? This is my opinion, all right? Opinions are like souls. Everyone's got one. Now, I might remove that. The second biggest thing, what I believe has increased the house values, is more people are buying because of the stamp duty relief. Now, for those of you that don't know, so the government introduced something called stamp duty reduced rates, which basically means for a short amount of time, so this is just temporary, they have actually reduced the stamp duty that people have to pay when purchasing properties. Now, this actually ends on the 31st of March. So this ends at the end of next month. I don't know when you're watching this video, but this video is dropping mid-Feb, and this temporary stamp duty relief is going to end at the end of March. So we only have about a month and a half left of this temporary relief. Now, they might extend it further, but I don't know if they will or if they won't. So that's kind of out of our control. But right now, there is a temporary stamp duty relief. So this period was from the 8th of July 2020 until the 31st of March 2021. So that is an 8-month period that the government have pushed this incentive. So they've said, right, guys, if you're going to buy houses, now's the time. That's essentially what they're telling people. So they've introduced this, and it has increased the amount of people that are wanting to purchase property, and it has bumped up that price. So I believe they're the two main reasons why the property prices have gone up. The first one being everyone has more money right now because of less spending, and they're thinking about investing more because they're at home. They're starting to think more. They're not just in the rat race and, you know, going from day-to-day life. Now they're thinking, right, saving money, what should I do with it? So they've got some money aside, what should I do with it? The second biggest reason, I believe, is the stamp duty relief holiday. So these two components have bumped up the house prices. Now, of course, we have a natural cycle, a property cycle. And are we coming to the end? This is the thing. Are we or are we not? I can tell you what I personally think. But just before we go on to that, what are the actual stamp duty reliefs that they've put in? Well, essentially, if it's your first property and the property is less than £500,000, you have to pay 0 stamp duty. So that means that people that are first-time buyers are basically paying no stamp duty at all on a £400,000 or £450,000 house, which is crazy because before they would have had an exemption of up to £125,000 and anything above 125,000, they would have to pay 3% up until 500k. But now that's gone to zero. So people have actually saved thousands of pounds because of this government incentive. But for people like myself that I'm currently purchasing a property, what's £150,000, it's not really affected me just because I'll still have to pay my 3% stamp duty on that property. So, because it's an additional property, because I have several other properties. But for first time buyers, this has been amazing, and this has actually been something what's saved a lot of people money. So yeah, that's bumped up the house prices. Now, the government are talking about extending the stamp duty holiday for an additional 6 months. Will this continue to boost the prices? I believe yes. But if they don't extend this, then I do believe we might see a crash. Now guys, when I say a crash, I need to change the wording, and I want to change the word crash to dip. That's my prediction, guys. You've heard it here. I'm going to be super bold with my prediction. I believe that we will see a 15% dip in house prices. That's my prediction. As I've said before, I've been doing property for 4 years now, so I'm still a baby in the game, but I'm obsessed with property. So I think that's definitely given me an advantage because I'm always studying and studying and studying. But that's my prediction, guys. I think we're going to see a 15% dip. And if I had to bet money on the market going either way, I'd bet money that we are going to go down by 10 to 15%. What do you guys think? Do you think the market's going to crash? Comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you can, put a reason why as well. Now, the reason that I think the market is going to go down is because I think over the last 8 months, ever since the stamp duty holiday has been introduced, I believe we've had such a surge of people actually purchasing properties that I think it's got to come to an end. I don't know if this is sustainable. I don't think there's unlimited money out there where people can just keep on buying and buying and buying. I think it's got to come to an end. And I think if the stamp duty holiday does finish on the 31st of March, which is a month and a half's time from now, from the date that I'm recording this video, then I believe that in a few months' time, say 3-4 months' time, we will see a slight decline in house prices, say 10-15%. Do I think it's going to be a complete crash where the property values are just going to go? No, I don't. And that's just because there is a shortage of houses in the UK. And is that done on purpose? Have the government been so strict on planning permission because they want to keep it as a shortage of housing? I believe so. I believe the government has actually said, we don't want too many houses because we want to keep the house values high. Anytime someone buys a house, sells a house, they're getting big lumps sums of payments coming their way of 3% stamp duty and a lot like this. Now, obviously we have the stamp duty holiday right now, but I believe they will have to just end that soon. I don't think they'll have to, but I think they will end that soon. The shortage of houses, is that something that's done on purpose? I believe so, yes. Anytime a property transaction takes place, the government gets paid money. So I do believe they have their own agenda there. But let's not get too deep into that. I don't want my channel to get closed down, guys. I just want to keep making content for you guys. As I'm sure you can tell from the last clip, it's got a little bit darker. I just had a phone call that I had to take. As I said before, this is my predictions. This is not facts. This is not me saying what's going to happen. This is just saying what I believe will happen. All right. Now, on this video, I want you to do me a massive favor and comment below because I really want to know who's watching these videos. You know, some of these videos are getting a few thousand views. I want to know who's watching. Comment below. Tell me who you are. Put a little bit about yourself and tell me what you think is going to happen. Is the property market going to crash? I would love to know. Let's get a debate going in my comments, guys. But if you've enjoyed the vid, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.